What's up, everyone? This is RF Mike, and today I'm finishing on my final thoughts and review of the DN on-ear Bluetooth earbuds. There's the box. Here are our earbuds, and I'm going to do part of this video here with my front-facing camera, and then we will switch back to our rear. First thing, the reason why I'm showing the video this way is because of how these fit on my head. As you can see, these are not your normal cable that comes on these. These are kind of a flexible plastic, or they have some type of use some type of material to get these to coil back together when not in use, which is good. But there's a downside to that, and that is that these only stretch so far. So depending on the size of your head and where they sit on the back of your neck, that could be an issue. Right now, these Bluetooth on-ear headset runs $27 on Amazon. For being my first pair of on-ear Bluetooth headphones, these aren't terrible, but design can be a thing depending on how they feel on your head, something you might like. But for the cost and how they perform, they do really well. For the fit on the headphones, like I said, the issue is depending on size and placement of them on your ears and where your ears sit on you, like how your head features are. Everybody is a little different. So for me, if I put these on, turn to the side, they look like they fit good on the side of my ear, but on the back of my neck, they sit so low. If I raise my neck up, they move. And then that, in turn, causes them not to sit perfectly in my ear. They kind of end up going up, so your ear tunnels, your canals, you can still hear a lot of sound. But besides that, they do hold quite tight on the head, and they don't really go anywhere. And it's a pretty clean look. But like I said, depending on your form of your head and where your ears sit, these might be a little too big, they might be too tight, maybe they're too loose. For me, they do rub on the top of my ear a little bit. But yeah, we'll get more into these here in a second. We will flip back to our normal camera view to finish my thoughts and impressions on these. Okay, so back to our normal cam recording view and angle. Back on the hardware wise, these are well built. You can just toss these in a bag. Don't worry about jacking them up or breaking them any. I mean, if you drop these on cement, yeah, they're probably going to scuff and get marked up. But besides that, yeah, the packaging that came in was very minimal. So there's really no picture of these. You don't know what these look like, compared to like our Lancers here in the background, or compared to the Future Sound Lab, which is going to be our next set we go over. All the controls on these are on your right ear, so when you unfold these, unwind them. This is if you would have these on right now, and your head would be facing forward. Your right ear, you have your volume up and down, your track forward and back. The call button in the middle acts as your play and pause. And as you can see, there is that little nub on these. Let's see if I can just focus back in. There we go. So as you can see, there's a little nub on these, so you kind of know what you're feeling for, even if you can't see it. Another cool feature is when you are charging these, the call answer button that acts as your play and pause, the LED light's dead center. So you'll see when it's juicing, you'll know. You don't have to go searching for a little light. Let's see if I have a cord here that I can pull up to show you with. And of course, the charging mechanism is a micro USB, with a slot that you plug into. And I don't know if it is nano coated for water coating, but since it's on the bottom, if you really sweat a lot, or you get some rain on these, it's raining on them, you should be okay. So try to charge these so you can see. So there you go, there's your light. So obviously you have a red LED in there, and it is a blue LED for when they're charged. Okay. But they do come with another set of the foam ear pads. So if you do tear these ones or jack them up, you do have another set to put on. Besides that, it's a pretty simple design, and there are some different color models that you can find on Amazon. They run a little more. I think they're the exact same though, hardware wise. As for software on these, they do, or sound quality and call quality, I should say, not software. Sound quality and call quality. Sound is good. Your mids and your highs in these drivers are pretty good. There's not much for bass though, especially for like what I said. If these happen to move away from my ear canal, I can hear a little more background noise and outside noise outside of the music you're listening to or a podcast or whatever. There's definitely no insulation to where you drown other things out. You can pretty much hear everything that goes on while you're wearing these. And to me, that's kind of a turn off. I want something that I can, like in-ears or complete over-the-ear headphones, where you can kind of back out or drown out background noise or just mask it or cover it. So yeah, sound-wise though, the mids and highs are good, and there's not much for bass. And then call quality, that's probably the biggest downside on these. These are supposed to be pretty good for call quality, but I had the volume up like 2/3 of the way listening to music, and then my wife called me one day, and I could barely hear her. And when she came home later that evening, or I saw her, she said she could barely hear me on her end. So call quality was not the best. It was pretty low. And then battery life for these is actually really good. I charged these once on a Saturday, and then I started using them on a Sunday for like an hour to give them a shot. And then Monday through Friday, which is today, I'm finishing this video, and these things are still not dead yet. And I've gone easily 11 plus hours on these, and they're still running. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to power these on, since these are just on-ears. We'll see if you can hear the sound that these make when you start them up, and the normal voice you hear of on, off, and pairing or connected.
Power on. Connected.
And now we'll power these off. And you can see when we're powered on, you'll see the blue light. So now we'll power off.
Power off.
Alright, and that's about it. And keeping it pretty simple with these. These aren't really what I'm looking for when it comes to the Bluetooth in-ear earbuds. Like I said, these were sent to me in replace of the first set I tried reviewing that didn't work. So I'm just doing the review on these to do it and get them done and put the word out there. So our next headphones that we will be doing a unboxing on and starting another week-long use and review will be on the Future Sound Lab Inertia in-ear Bluetooth headphones. And as you can see, this is again minimal packaging, so when we crack these open, we'll see what comes inside. So stay tuned for my next video on those. Please like and subscribe. If you have any questions, write them in the comments down below. Feel free to share this video or any of my videos I've done. Thanks for checking them out, and I will see you next time.